Hi, good morning to all. This is Srikanth Reddy, P. Lecturer in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, working at Government Polytechnic, Jogipet. Today we discuss the subject name is Microwave Communication and Television. Subject code EC405. In this subject, we will discuss the topics: explain the working of a reflex Klystron oscillator, list the applications of various microwave tubes such as klystron and magnetron, explain the working of TWT traveling wave tube and its applications. The first topic is explain the working of reflex Klystron oscillator. The reflex Klystron is a low power, low efficiency, single cavity microwave oscillator. That means reflex Klystron is the oscillator which has a single cavity oscillator and which has low power and low efficiency. Construction. The reflex Klystron oscillator consists of filament surrounded by cathode, focusing electrode, negative potential, electron gun, anode cavity, positive potential, and repeller electrode. The electron gun is used to produce electron beam. This electron beam is accelerated towards the anode cavity at positive potential. That means the electron gun which generates the electrons. These electrons are traveling through the vacuum tube in forward direction towards anode cavity, that is positive potential. After passing the gap in cavity, the electrons travel towards the repeller electrode which is at high negative potential, and the electrons never reach the repeller because of the negative field and are rounded back towards the gap. That means if the electron gun generating the electrons, these electrons are transmitted through vacuum tube towards the repeller electrode. Here the repeller electrode is highly negative potential and electrons also negative potential. So in Coulomb's first law, like charges are repellers and unlike charges are attracts. In this way, the electrons are not touch or reach the repeller electrode. Before touches the repeller electrode, the electrons are returned back towards the anode or cathode. In this way, the electrons transmission between anode cavity to repeller electrode, the small space or gap is exist. This air gap is called as repeller space or anode cavity to refill electrode. Under this suitable condition, the electrons give more energy to the gap, produces sustained oscillation. That means if electrons are transmitted from filament to refiller electrodes, refiller electrode is very highly negative voltage, then the electrons are reflected back. So forward electrons and reflected electrons are combined in vacuum tube. In that situation, some of the electrons are lose their energy and some of the electrons are gain their energy. So the electrons are bunching takes place. Here the electrons are sustained oscillations exist by the energy gaining or displacement. Operation. Here sustained oscillations are produced by reflex klystron can be explained by using the Applegate diagram. The diagram shows the below. The RF voltage that is produced across the gap by the cavity oscillation act on the electron beam to cause the velocity modulation. Here the RF voltage is produced by the anode cavity. This anode cavity and electrons can be produced to increase the velocity of electrons. So here velocity modulation is exists causes. The reference electrons ER that passes through the gap when the gap voltage is 0. ER is unaffected by the voltage. This move towards the refiller and gets reflected by the negative voltage on the refiller. It returns and passes through the gap for a second time. That means if the reference electrons taken as ER, it passes from anode cavity to refiller space. So here the refiller space has 0 voltage, so there is no voltage. Then the electrons are returned back towards to the anode. So this process E is return time of for electrons, return time of electrons is greater than reference electrons ER. The early electrons E passes through the gap before the reference electrons. ER experience a maximum positive voltage across the gap. It moves the greater velocity and penetrates deep into repeller space. The return time for E is greater than ER. In this diagram shows the position of the gap to repeller space. The electrons are bunching or sustained or exist, that is called as electron bunch. Here the electrons taken from anode cavity to refiller space, the forward electrons and refiller electrons, reverse electrons touches are combined. In this way bunching process is done in second cycle onwards. So in this way the bunching is more or increases by the refiller electrode is increases. Very high refiller voltage bunching takes place more. The late electron EL that passes through the gap later than the reference electron ER experience a maximum negative voltage. The return time is shorter as penetration to the refiller space is less and catches up with ER and EL electrons, forming a bunch. Here losing electrons EL and reference electrons ER is penetrate by the refiller space. Okay, in this way the space is less, the catches of EL electrons forming is bunching. If bunching is increased by the space is more, that means the referral electrode is very high voltage. The electrons EE, ER and EL forms a bunch. These bunches transfer maximum energy to the gap to get sustained oscillations. Okay, late electrons, reference electrons and electrons penetration. EE, ER, EL forms a bunching in the vacuum tube from referrer space to anode cavity. So in this space the maximum energy of the gap is get sustained oscillations in the vacuum tube or gas tube. Transit time of the transmit time to produce sustained oscillation is given by T equal to n plus 3 by 4, where T is the transmit time, n is a integer. That means transit time means the time taken by the electron to travel from electron gun to referrer space and back to the gap. This time is called as transit time, which is equal to T equal to n plus 3 by 4. N is the integer. If n equal to 1, T equal to 1 plus 3 by 4, 4 plus 3, 7 by 4, or n equal to 2 plus 3 by 4, 8 plus 3, 11 by 4. In this way the transmit time is increases. Transit time means the time taken to the electrons to travel from electron gun to referrer space and return back to the gap. So this is the operation of single cavity reflexed Kirschner or simply reflexed Kirschner oscillators. Here the diagram shows, here the filament, electron gun and cathode are focusing electrodes are left side of the vacuum tube. Here the electron gun or filament are used to generating the number of electrons beam, which are flowing towards the vacuum tubes. At the right side of the vacuum tube exists referrer electrode, which is also a negative voltage, but compared to the electron gun or filament or cathode, referrer electrode potential is very high. So referrer electrode is very high negative potential compared to the cathode potential, and anode cavity is taken as positive potential. So here first the electron gun generating the electrons which are transmitted towards to the vacuum tube to the anode cavity to referrer electrode. Here the referrer electrode is very high voltage, so the electrons not touches the referrer electrode, or before the touching point the electrons are returned back. In this way forward electrons and reverse electrons are touches are combined each other, then the electrons, some of the electrons are gain the energy and some of the electrons are lose their energy. So the electrons gain or losing of the energy forms a sustained oscillations or bunching process on it. So this sustained oscillation produces a RF output to anode cavity to outside. In this way the single cavity reflexed Kirschner is operated. Second topic, list the applications of various microwave tubes such as reflexed Kirschners and magnetrons. Here, the applications of reflex crystals. The reflex crystals are used in radar receivers. The reflex crystals are used in local oscillators in microwave receivers. The reflex crystals are used in signal sources in microwave generators. So, reflex crystals used in radar communication, microwave communication or microwave generator signal sources. These reflex crystals are used. Applications of magnetron. The magnetron is used for industrial heating purpose and microwave ovens used in radar transmitters to produce high signals. Here we know that reflex crystal is a linear type microwave tubes and magnetron is a non-linear type or cross-field type reflex microwave tubes. So in reflex crystal is a linear type. So here the electrons beams in forward direction only. Magnetron is a cross field. So here the electrons are flowing through curved path. So in this way here in magnetic cross field means that electric field and magnetic field both are perpendicular. In this way here they produce heat. They produce heat. So heat are used mainly or generating purpose in magnetron, that is industrial heating purpose or microwave ovens in bakeries or some other companies and used in radar transmitter to produce high power signals. These magnetrons are used. Explain the working of traveling wave tube and its applications. The traveling wave tube is a high gain, low noise broadband microwave amplifier. That means it is a very high gain amplifier, low noise broadband microwave amplifier. Its operation is based on the interaction between the electron beam and RF field, and both are traveling in the same direction with nearly equal to the velocity of light. In traveling field we have two types of waves or signals are there. One is RF field signal and another one is electron beams. Here RF field is taken by the outside of the tube and electron beams are generated by the electron gun. The RF field propagates with the velocity equal to the velocity of light. Here RF field అనేది this RF field is propagates the velocity is equal to the light velocity. The interaction between the RF field and moving electron beam will take place when the RF field is retarded or slow. The RF field is retarded by the using slow wave structure by using helix. In the traveling wave tube we used as helix. This is used to reducing the velocity of RF field. So the helix is used to retain purpose of RF field. In TWT, when the RF wave and the electron beam are moving with similar velocities, a continuous interaction between the input wave and the electron beam takes place, resulting in bunching. These bunching grow as the beam moves further in the helix. In this way, the input is amplified. That means in TWT we have two signals are there. One is from RF signal, RF field, another one is electron beam. Here these two signals are transmitted through input to output. In this way the electrons beams and RF field are interaction between them, input and output. So here the electrons and RF field are combined and transmitted to the vacuum tube, and the RF field is taken by the output of the another cavity, catcher cavity. So here the electrons and RF field touches, then the touching point or bunching cavity, the touching point or buncher cavity produce the sustained oscillations or bunching process exist. That means whenever the RF signal is moving towards touches the electrons energy is gained by the RF signal, and some of the electrons are lose their energy. So here the electrons are up and down versions, up and down situation is exist. This situation is called as bunching process in TWT, traveling wave tube, and the RF signal is gain the energy from electrons because the electrons velocity is higher than the RF energy. So the RF energy is amplified to through the velocity of electron beam velocity. Construction of traveling wave tube. Here it consists of electron gun, magnet, attenuator, helix, and collector. Here electron gun, it produces the narrow constant velocity of electron beams. So electron gun produce the electrons high, which has high velocity. And magnet, it is used to prevent the beam from spreading and guide it through the center of the helix. The magnet is used to, the helix is in center position. So the signals or the electrons are transmitted center of the vacuum tube. Attenuator, it is used to isolate the input and output waves. Here the RF energy or electrons beam input and RF energy output signals are isolated by the attenuators. Helix, it is a loosely wound thin conducting helical wire which act as a slow wave structure. RF input signal is applied at one end of the helix and output is taken at other end of helix. The helix is a wire wound is called as helix. This wire wound act as a wave structure, which means the RF energy input is taken from the helix input and RF output is taken by the other end of the helix. In this way, the helix construction is made in traveling wave tube. Collector, it is made positive potential, and as a result beam is attracted to the collector and acquires a high velocity. Here the collector is a anode, and means this has positive potential. So electrons are generated by the cathode or filament. These electrons are flowing towards the anode. This anode is used to collecting the electrons at the end, right side end. So at the starting we used filament or electron gun to generating the electrons. At the right end we use it to collector anode to collecting the electrons. So collector is used for positive potential which attracts the electrons. This is the construction of traveling wave tube. Here the diagram shows the construction of traveling wave tube. Here left side we used as filament or cathode or electron gun, which these three are used to generating the electrons by the electrode gun or cathode, and the electrons are flowing through the center of the vacuum tube and towards the collector. Collector is a positive potential at the right side end, and here we used magnet, attenuator or helix. The attenuator or magnet which is used for attenuator is used for isolation purpose, that is input output signal isolated by the attenuator, and magnet is used to the helix which are used in center of the vacuum tube exist. So here a helix is input taken as the RF input and output is amplified output, RF output is taken out by the helix. So it is the construction of traveling wave tube. Operation of the traveling wave tube. The electron gun produces the electrons beam is travel through the center of the helix without touching the helix. So the electron gun is generating electrons which are transmitted from electron gun towards to collector by the center of the helix and vacuum tube. The electrons are not touches the helix construction or helix wire. When the applied RF signal is propagates around the turns of the helix, it produces an electric field at the center of the helix. The electron beam and RF field both are traveling in the same direction with nearly velocity of light. Here in the vacuum tube, the RF input radio frequency input signal is given to the helix input. So this helix RF signal is propagated around the helix or turns of the helix and it produced electric field at the center of the helix, because the electrons are traveling in the center of the helix and this RF field also entering to the helix starting point. In this way, here the center of the helix electric field is produced. The electron beam and RF field both are traveling in the same direction with nearly velocity of light. The RF field due to the RF signal traveled with a velocity of light multiplied by the ratio of helix pitch to helix circumference. That means the RF field is starting or entering to the vacuum tube by the helix input. Here the velocity of RF signal is compared to less depending on the helix circumference or helix ratio. The RF signal is multiplied their velocity. So depend the more number of helix is increases, the RF signal is more times amplified, and helix circumference also increases, the velocity of the RF signal is so amplified increases. The interaction takes place between the electron beam and RF field when they are traveling through the helix, and the electron beam delivers the energy to the RF wave on the helix. In the center portion, the electron beam and RF field both are traveling in a same way helix. So here there is a interaction is exist between the RF field and electrons. Thus the RF signal wave grows and amplified output is obtained at the output of the traveling wave tube. So in this way, in this signal, the RF signal is amplified by the helix construction and electron beam or electric field. The phase velocity Vp is given by the Vp equal to Vc into helix pitch by helix circumference. Here Vp is the phase velocity, Vc is the light velocity or velocity of the electron beams, velocity of the light, and R is the radius of helix. So phase velocity increased by the velocity of the light into circumference, helix pitch by and helix circumference. Here the signal is amplified input to output by using the helix structure. Here helix pitch is increases. That means one turn to another turn, the gap between the one turn to another turn. So here the pitch is increases, the signal amplified is also increases. Helix circumference is increases, the electrons beam also increases. So both in this way electric field electric field and velocity of RF signal is amplified by the traveling wave tube. Applications of traveling wave tube. Low noise RF amplifier in broadband microwave receivers. Repeated amplifiers in wideband communication links and coaxial cables for long distance telephones. These traveling wave tubes used as output tube in communication satellites. These traveling wave tubes are used in airborne and shipborne pulsed high power radars. That means the traveling wave tubes are used in radar communication like airborne and shipborne purpose, and satellite communication and telephone communication for long distance, and amplifiers, RF amplifiers in broadband microwave receivers. These traveling wave tubes are used. Briefly explain the previous topic. We will again discuss the topics. Explain the working of reflex system construction and working, and applications of reflex system and magnetron, and explain the working of traveling wave tube and its applications. Explain the working of reflex system. Here construction and working and its applications. Construction means here we show the diagrams. The reflex crystals consist of electron gun, filament and cathode, anode, repeller electrode. The electron gun and filament and cathode are used to generating the electrons by the vacuum tube, and repeller electrode is also a negative voltage, but repeller electrode is very high negative voltage compared to the cathode input, and anode cavity is positive potential. Whenever this is the construction of microwave reflex crystal oscillator by the operation, when switch is on or whenever switch is on, the filament or electron gun produces the electrons. These electrons are transmitted towards the repeller electrode in vacuum tube. The electrons are the electron beams are transmitted from filament to repeller electrode, but the repeller electrode is very high negative voltage, so the electron beams are not touch the repeller electrode. By the Coulomb's first law, like charges are repellers, unlike charges are attracts. Here electrons also negative charges and repeller electron also negative charges, and this repeller electron is very high voltage, so the electrons are returned back towards the cavity, cathode or anode cavity. So here forward electron beams and reverse electron beams touches each are combined to produce the sustained oscillation. How the electrons in forward direction and the electrons in reverse directions are combined. In this way, in this point, the some of the electrons are gain their energy or some of the electrons are lose their energy. So the electrons are high or low situation demands the sustained oscillation or bunching in this process. The high electron velocity high gain electrons are transmitted by the anode cavity towards the output of RF output by the coaxial loop. In this way, the signals are amplified by the electrons of Reflexion. Here, transit time means the time taken from the electrons generator of cathode towards the repeller space and the air gap. So, the time, how much time taken to electrons transmitted from generating onwards to such output. Here, electrons generated from the cathode and which are transmitted to the repeller space and return back to the air gap to the anode cavity towards the outside. So, the total time, how much time taken is called as transit time. This transit time is equal to T equal to n plus 3 by 4, n plus 3 by 4, where n equal to number of integers, T equal to transit time. This reflection also explained by the Applegate diagrams. Here, the electrons forward direction and reverse direction exist a bunching process or electron bunch is exist between anode cavity to repeller space. So here the diagram shows position of the gap to repeller space electron bunching is exist. Here the bunching time is starts from first complete cycle onwards. So 1 into 3 by 4 or 3 by quarters after complete of one cycle the bunching process is taken. So n T equal n plus 3 by 4 exists where n equal 1 plus 3 by 4. In this way reflection is working. Applications of reflection. These reflections are mainly used in radar receivers and microwave receivers and microwave generators. Signal source in microwave generators, local oscillator in microwave receivers and radar receivers. Application of magnetrons. Magnetron and reflection. Here reflection is a linear type tube. Magnetron is a cross field tube. That means reflection is linear type, means the electron beams and electric field in parallel along the beam. Here magnetron is a cross field. Here the electric field and magnetic field is perpendicular. Is the electron beams are in curved path. So here curved path or the electric field and magnetic field is perpendicular. In this way here heat is produced in magnetrons. So applications of magnetrons are mainly producing of heat, like used for industrial heating, used in microwave ovens, used in radar transmitter to produce high power signals. These are the applications of magnetron. Last topic, working of traveling wave tube and its applications and construction, working and explain applications. Here TWT means traveling wave tube. Here the construction is, it shows the diagram, which consists of filament, cathode and electron gun which produce the electrons, RF input signal and output RF amplifier RF signal, that is helix. Helix input is RF input, helix output is RF output. And at the right side we used as a anode as collector, and we use magnet. Magnet is used for to prevent the beam spreading. And attenuator is used for isolation purpose, input and output signal waves isolation purpose we used as attenuators. Helix is a helical wire which is used for the electron beam is in center position, or the wire wave which act as a slow wave structure. RF input is applied at the one input helix and output is taken by the other end of the helix. Collector is a positive potential which is used to collecting the electrons which are generated by the filament or cathode. This is the construction of travelling wave tube. Operation. Here the travelling wave tube consists of two waves. One is electron beam wave and another one is RF input wave. So this electron beam wave is generated by the electron gun. Whenever switch is on, power is on, the electron gun generating the electrons which are transmitted to the gun, coming from the gun and transmitted to the vacuum tube and center of the helix towards the collector. And here helix contains RF input signal. This RF input signal is coming from outside of towards the helix input, and this signal is transmitted along the beams and which are amplified and transmitted out towards the helix. Here two waves are exist: RF field, radio frequency signals, and electron beam, electric field. So here helix and attenuator and magnet is used to help to the electron beam and RF field is center of the helix. Here by increasing the helix size or helix pitch or helix circumference is depends upon the field velocity. If helix size is increases, the RF signal is also amplified. How much helix size is increases, that much of signal RF signal is amplified. Here the electrons are collected by the collector. The collector is which is used to collecting the electrons purpose. Here the RF signal is taken by the helix input, and this RF signal and electrons beams are transmitted along the helix or attenuator. Here the RF field is amplified because the electrons RF field is touches the electrons, and RF field and electrons are touches and transmit to the helix in a similar way. So the RF signals is amplified towards the electrons velocity. So here the velocity of light, the RF signal is amplified by the light velocity. So total in a travelling wave tube, the RF signal wave grows and amplified by the output of the helix. Here the phase velocity Vp is given by the Vc into helix pitch by helix circumference. Here Vp is the phase velocity and Vc is the velocity of light or is the radius of helix. In this way travelling wave tube is working. In this way travelling wave tube is working. Here the diagram shows the helix or amplifier of RF output signals, helix construction and amplifier output of the travelling wave tube. Applications of travelling wave tube. Here travelling wave tube mainly used for low noise RF amplifier in broadband microwave receivers, and the travelling wave tube is used to repeater amplifier in wideband communication links and coaxial cables for long distance telephones. And the TWT travelling wave tubes used as output of communication satellites, and the travelling wave tubes used in airborne and shipborne pulsed high power radars. That means used in radar communication, used in satellite communication and long distance telephone communication. These travelling wave tubes are used, and also the low noise RF amplifiers in broadband microwave receivers. So these are the applications of traveling wave tube. Thanking you all.